Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a month since you last seen me, but college has kept me busy and I'm trying not to cry. And well, this video is a little different. We're gonna talk about something that's a little difficult to talk about, and I picked today because did you hear my voice crack? Nothing is going right. Like the energy is off, the vibes are just off. It's very weird. It's been a very weird couple of days. I'm not able to form sentences. It's a lot. It's a lot. And that is exactly why I chose today to film this particular video. Well, this video is gonna tackle how to love yourself and your body and all of that jazz. And well, this is this video is already a mess. Well, I'm the perfect candidate to talk about this because I've had severe body image issues for a majority of my life. I'm finally kind of over them, and well, I've been subject to a lot of things that trigger body image issues and self-love issues and self-sabotage issues, because I'm really good at sabotaging myself. So we are getting into all of that today. Okay, let me preface this by saying that I'm not related to psychology in any way. I'm just gonna be talking out of my ass, as in I'm gonna be telling you what I know, hoping that it might help, and whatever I'm aware of and whatever I've gone through on a first-hand experience basis. So let's get started, I guess. The energy is just so off, and yeah, okay, let's start. Let's get into it. So when we talk about like body image and body dysmorphia and like loving ourselves, accepting ourselves the way we are, the society obviously plays a major role. The society like sets the standard on us that you have to look a certain way, you have to dress a certain way, you have to talk a certain way, you have to walk a certain way, you have to live a certain way, and by this age this should be done, by this age this should be done. Let me tell you something, none of that is realistic. Nobody on this planet Earth is following that system. Nobody's doing it. Not you, not me, nobody's doing it. And something that I figured out once I got into college, I'm like, skipping multiple phases of my life, but I'm just gonna put this out there. Something that I've realized once I've got into college is that nobody has an idea of what they're doing. Nobody has a clue. Nobody has it together. They're all just trying to pretend. We're all trying to just float. We're trying not to drown. We're trying to float. And we've just made floating our entire life, because if we drown, it's over. It's done. We're done. So we're all just trying to float, and that is something I feel like a lot of us tend to forget. So yeah, that is something we have to remember. Nobody has it together. Just remember that. Yeah, so I guess I'll just get into, what my life was like up until this point. Well, school. School was a very interesting experience for me. My first to fifth grade wasn't very fun. Well, I was bullied for being overweight, and I did not realize it back then, but it actually took a very bad toll on my mental health, and it was affecting me to a point where I was pushing myself to become an overachiever so that I feel better about myself. That is a very toxic cycle, let me tell you. Once you get into that, it's very difficult to get out of it. So please don't do that. Please know that it's okay. It's not the end of the world. Please do not become an overachiever, because you'll never be able to get out of it, and it's hard. It's just hard. Okay? So I was bullied for being overweight, and I pushed myself to become an overachiever. I would go to all these competitions and then win all these prizes, and I'd be like, look at me. At least I'm doing this. What are you doing with your life? That was kind of the energy. Well, we appreciate the sass. We appreciate that I was trying to do something, but the origin we don't appreciate that. You know, do you see what I'm getting at? Good. And then, my eating habits were always healthy, so that's something I'll cover later. But then, once I reached my 9th, 10th grade, my 6th to 10th was actually very fun. I enjoyed my school. It was the best time of my life, hands down. When I got to my 9th, 10th grade, puberty hit me like a ton of bricks. I was going to say ton of trucks. I don't know what that means. Anyway, puberty hit me like a ton of bricks, and my body weight got evenly distributed. This is TMI. It's kind of icky to talk about, but since we're getting real, I want to talk about it. My body weight got evenly distributed, and I grew in height. I'm 6 feet tall, by the way. Just saying. Let me not invite that energy. But yeah, I grew in height, and my body weight got evenly distributed, and I told that 3 times until now. What are you doing? Oh my god. So that was a very weird thing for my mind to get adjusted to. My mind took a lot of time to process the fact that I was not looking a certain way anymore. You know, does that make sense? It took a lot of time for my brain to like get rewired and get adjusted to the fact that I'm gonna look a different way from now on. So basically, I had what you call a glow up. Excuse me. Right, so after I had my glow up, people started looking at me in a very different way. People started complimenting me for how I look. So that was when I was like, wow. Until now, I was shamed for how I looked. I was bullied for the way I looked. And now people are complimenting me. They want to know my fitness routine. They want to know my eating habits. They want to know what I did to lose weight. That was a very weird thing. It took the longest time for my brain to understand what was happening, obviously. I was like, what is happening? Weren't these the same people that were shaming me? Like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. And that was when I realized looks aren't important. Drumroll! That was when I realized your looks aren't you. They aren't you. They aren't important. How you look actually doesn't matter, like, at all. I know the society makes it seem like it's the most important thing in the world, but it isn't. Shocking, I know, but that's just the truth. And I know it's gonna take a lot of time for you to accept that and digest that fact, but please understand that your looks aren't important, like, at all. Yeah, and basically what I'm trying to say is people are gonna love how you look one day, and the same people will hate how you look the next day. So when it's that trivial, why worry about it so much? You know, like, I don't believe in like God or I feel like this is very controversial to say, but like, I'm not a religious person. I'm spiritual. I believe in the universe. I believe in like energies and everything like that. So I do think that there is a supernatural force guiding us, but I just don't label it as God, you know? So I would say the universe like gave us this body and gave us this life, and it's wonderful, miraculous, magical. And like our body can do so many wonderful things. Why do we put so much negativity on it? Being like, oh, I don't like how you look. Like, that isn't even important. Look at what your body does for you. Look at what you put your body through on a daily basis. Your body is able to withstand all of that. Your body is able to give you, you know, so much. So what you can give it back is just respect and a little patience and a little love. That's all, you guys. That, like, literally, that's all. I know all of this sounds so corny, and like you probably heard it a million times, but you have to realize it. And well, getting back to my story, my journey, whatever you want to call it. Well, you know, once I hit my glow up phase, it was very hard for my brain to adjust to that fact. And so what I did was I started working out. Yay! Well, I started doing Chloe Ting workouts. Shout out to Chloe Ting, one of the best fitness YouTubers out there. Let me just say that. Um, and I don't really like putting my body through a lot. I'm not a very physically active person. I just do not enjoy anything that's physically active. I just don't. Let me not. I just thought of something. I just thought of something I shouldn't be thinking about. Let's not think about that. This is not that kind of a video. Anyway, so I just don't like putting my body through a lot physically. And so working out was a very big step for me. I wasn't really enjoying doing it. And whoever has watched a Chloe Ting video knows that it's intense as fuck. So like you put your body through a lot. So, I wasn't really enjoying doing it, but I was doing it anyway. So I don't think working out helped me. I don't think it helped me. Yeah. So that was that. And then a couple years later, we hit the pandemic, the infamous COVID-19 that nobody really wants to talk about because it was the absolute darkest, shittiest phase of our lives. But obviously, I wasn't allowed to go anywhere and I was stuck at home and I didn't see my friends for the longest time and it was affecting my mental health really badly. But the thing is, along with all of that, I had my first ever anxiety attack during quarantine. And I know anxiety is like a very sensitive topic to talk about. Nobody really feels comfortable about it, but this is high time, you guys. We have to spread awareness about it. And I know that everybody at this point is aware of what an anxiety attack is, so I'm not gonna go into that detail because it might trigger a lot of few people. So I had my first anxiety attack and it was a very fun experience because I did not know how to control it. I did not have anyone to talk to and I wasn't allowed to go out anywhere. So it was hard. It was very hard. I was already a teenager with all of these questions, with all of these doubts, with all of these issues, and on top of that, anxiety got added. So it just wasn't fun. Let's just say that. And then a couple years later, I was 18. And 18 is so far, I would say, the best year of my life because it made me realize so many things about myself. It made me grow a lot as a person. And I was able to actually achieve the first step of self-love and self-acceptance. And it was honestly beautiful. And I also realized that, self-love isn't really a destination. It's a journey. There's no perfect measure for self-love. Obviously there will be days where you would not want to look at yourself or you would not want to spend time alone. There will obviously be days like that. But self-love is a destiny. Self-love is a journey, and you have to realize that only if you love yourself, you can expect others to love you. I know you've heard that 20,000 times, but that is just the truth, you guys. Until you love yourself, you cannot expect anyone else to love you the way you want to be loved. And and also it's a process. Keep okay, I'm gonna give you some tips right now, and these tips are really important in the process of self-love. First off, engage in skincare and self-care. I don't really do skincare. I don't, okay? I just wash my face a couple of times a day and just call it a day. So I shouldn't be advising this to people because I don't follow it myself. But I am actually looking to get into skincare. So engage in skincare and self-care. Put on a face mask, put on some nice music, light a candle, and you will instantly feel better. The energy around you will just shift and you will instantly feel relaxed. Try doing that. And then this is very, very important. Manifest and manifestations and affirmations and everything like that. Well, once you start manifesting, you start bringing goodness into your life. You start speaking it into existence. Like, I know this might sound like weird to some people, but manifestations actually do come true. The phone I'm filming on right now is an iPhone 13, and well, I manifested for an iPhone, um, and I have it right now. So, this is literally proof that manifestations do work. So, manifest. Manifest for whatever big thing you have coming up. It might be an exam, it might be like a travel plan, it might be anything. Try and manifest, it will work. And stop negative self-talk. I know this is something we all do, like on a daily basis, on an hourly basis, in fact. Being like, oh, I'm so dumb, oh, I'm so stupid, oh, no one's gonna love me, oh my god, I'm like, I fucked up, oh my god, I messed up so many things, oh my god, it's because of me that this is happening. Do not do that. I know it's easier said than done, and I know it's very hard, and I know it takes a lot of time, but please, please stop doing that. Because the more you talk negatively about yourself, the more you are fixing your brain and rewiring your brain to believe in this negative self talk. Like, your brain will start believing that you are actually a bad person. Do we really want that to happen? No, right? So start talking positively to yourself. Like, I know it might sound like positive, it might sound corny and narcissistic, but we don't have to go to that extent. We can start with, okay, maybe it was a bit rude of me to do that, but I had to do that for me. You know, I deserve this. I don't know, say some nice things to yourself, and stand in front of the mirror and say 5 affirmations to yourself every single day. I cannot tell you how much this helped me. When I was suffering with my body image, this is what I did. I stood in front of the mirror and I just said affirmations to myself, being like, you are, worth something. Like, I don't really remember what I told myself, but it helps. It helps a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. Like, I cannot even tell you how much it helps because it helps a lot. And it would really, really help if you have something to look forward to. Like, for example, in November, I'm going to see my best friend. I'm going to like travel across states, and this is my way of manifestation. So, and I want to like vlog everything. So I really, really wish I get to go. So I have that to look forward to, and that keeps me motivated. Oh my god, keeps me motivated. That keeps me going. So have something to look forward to. And it's also important to remember that whoever is watching it, if you suffer with anxiety or if you suffer with any kind of depression or, any mental health issues, it's important to remember that not every day is a bad day. Yes, we all have bad days. We all have days where we don't even want to get up from our bed, but the day is gonna end. Even the worst of days have an end. Tomorrow is gonna come. Please remember that. And well, it's a process. You'll get there eventually. Like, wherever you want to get. If you want to love yourself more, if you want to, achieve more, you're gonna get there one day. It's gonna happen. I believe in you. I trust in you. I see you. I know you've been doing your best, and it's gonna happen. You're gonna get there. I believe in you. And well, if you want to talk about growing up and teenage and everything, well, 18 really, really switches things. Like, you might think, what difference is it gonna be? It's just another year, it's just another age, it's just another number. But let me tell you something, adulthood actually switches a lot of things. It'll make you, your mind different. It'll make your thinking different. It will, switch your perspectives on a lot of things, and it's gonna, blow your mind. Just wait until you get there. And I'm 20 right now, and 20 has been kicking me in the nuts so far. But also, it's making me realize so many things that I didn't know earlier, and it's honestly kind of magical. I know I keep saying that, but it's true. Yeah, and this is very, very essential. If you can, please get help. If you feel like, you're not able to do daily tasks, or if you feel like, you're not able to like love yourself, if you don't feel normal, normal doesn't exist, first of all. But if you don't feel normal, please get help if you can. It's okay to get help. Please don't feel ashamed of it. It's okay. And as you get older, it does get better. Yeah, I feel like I yapped a lot. I feel like whatever I said did not even make any sense, but I just wanted to talk to you people, and I just wanted to film this today because it has been very, very weird. And honestly, filming this has made me feel a lot better instantly. So I hope you do feel better, at least a little better after watching this. Okay, so that was that, and I guess I'll see you in the next video then. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. All the YouTube stuff I'm supposed to say. I'm so good at this. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. Mwah.